I know, I'm 7 minutes late. And I don't have the balance right on my, was it MagSafe circle that I do now instead of the clamp. So we're slightly tilted, very slightly. So how is everybody doing since nobody's here yet? So let's see, walking down a beautiful street, about to go see if Cairo's two-plated car is here. That was just so weird. But it gets weirder every day, doesn't it? Hi, Suki. Meow. How are you today? Okay, this is a new one for here. Somebody has their basement window open, and you can see what's in the basement. We have sort of half basements here. But I never grew up with a basement. I saw a really cool basement in Utah once. It was amazing. Looked like a real floor. But I digress. I don't see his car. Maybe he started putting it in the garage again, where he's not here. Let's see. The monster is home. Took my car in, or Papa Cat took my car into the shop, and we got a loaner because they're always trying to buy my car. And we got a big, fancy, brand new loaner, and I wanted to drive it today, but I couldn't because Papa Cat went to go get my monster at lunchtime. So I said it was my perfect car. It was just 3 times too big. It's a big honking Lexus SUV. Oh my God. It would have been fun to park. Since I was taught to park by a friend of mine and my brother, so I can park in the smallest places. So let's see. Roar. We're in Shirley. Ah, the basement window thing. Right. So, Papa Cat, you're going to have to play my moderator today. Fuzz is doing important work for herself. So, yeah. I got on Natalie this morning with my clip about Bufu's car having 2 different license plates. Me and Papa Cat and I both forgot to even look that up yesterday. Because I get this weird kind of tired, and since I want to turn or make the house a house, because I have theorized that we live in 900 square feet or 1,200 square feet, because that was as big as the house I grew up in a 2,300 square foot house. So, and it's weird. They probably measure all of the stuff that we use on a regular basis, and it would only take up probably the house. So, I'm excited. I want to get everything like fixed up and settled by election day, because she's gonna win. A girl from Oakland, or a woman from Oakland, is going to win. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. It would be so cool to go, she's from Oakland. She was born in Oakland. Haha. Since everybody loves hating on Oakland so much. And I don't know why that cone is still there. That's so weird. I wonder if it's one of theirs. Didn't expect me. Maybe I was running late. So, let's see. Hi, Carrie Ann. You guys have to be moderators today. Yeah, it was funny. She even like caught on to the weird thing. So, and it was so weird. It was weird all day yesterday. Ooh, it's cold. I know you can do it while you're working on a Friday because you're home. Oh, I'm sorry you have to close the doors, but have to keep the people inside. And, so they can't see me saying that you can make your life better. So, yeah, so I had to take Bobcat's car in, which got eaten by a bus the other day. So the driver's side mirror is not that, I mean, yeah, you can't move it around, but at least it still works as a mirror. Otherwise, I'd have been home. So, yeah, it's like bam, bam, right after that, because I said my car should have the regular checkup. And since it's, Bobcat believes in dealerships, would actually have come through. It's like, if you do it at a dealer, it's expensive, but, you know, they take responsibility for everything. So, and since somebody always wants to buy my car, the freaking shuttle guy asked Bobcat what would he sell it for. And my theory is they'll keep the car beautiful and running well as long as somebody wants to buy it in the dealership. So last time I was at that dealership, 2 people asked me if I was selling it. So it's like, there goes another year because we had to get the brakes done, because I eat brakes like there's no tomorrow. I've eaten brakes at 32,000 miles. Yeah. So with the cost of that, it's like, okay, well, another year. If I was you, I'd hate sitting in there. It's got to be boring. Unless you have to, like, get money all the time, then it's not boring. You guys seem to look like you're busy, so it must be on the phone or making emails or making chats about, you need to give this guy more money because, you know, he wants it. Because that's basically what it boils down to. Because nothing else is, like, makes sense. You know, because you don't do anything for the outside world as charity. Renting to charitable causes is not charity. It's called business. And, you know, nobody ever tries to talk to me to, like, figure out why we're doing this or why are we so manic about it or anything like that. Hi, El Sarmento. Giants. What? What about the Giants? Oh my God. Hi, Cubs. Champion 16. Oh my God, I gotta read this now. Let's see. Okay, I got that. Spot You and Close the Doors is their version of When the Close the Blinds in Portland. Yes, and I still haven't seen that, and I need to watch that. You know. Sarmento, please touch assist the live button. Yes, it helps the smaller channels with the algorithm. Yes, it does. It's like, I think from inside, people are trying to get the smaller channels gotten rid of so they could have more people, but it's like, it doesn't work that way. So, hey, Club Brain Fog in chat, thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. Keep up the amazing work. That is so cute. You're the Boston guy, aren't you? Hey, El Sommermento. Cubs. Ah, okay, that's where it comes from. Howdy. Okay. We appreciate you as well. Yes, we do. Bobcat Giants. Let's see. Oh, that's so cool, the Boston guy. Yeah, I know. They're having like a marathon at, or, you know, one of the Giant sponsored things this weekend. And on the advertisement, they have Lucille, who is our mascot. You guys have a baseball, don't you? That's funny. So, yeah, no, I even have a Lucille backpack. And now we're on the East Bay, I thought we were going to have to do Giants, and now we don't, because the Giants are going to Vegas, but first they're going to Sacramento, because they don't appreciate us at all. I bet you $1 million when my chick from Oakland gets in office, this guy's going to try to pull something off with Oakland. I don't know if we should forgive him. We've got the Ballers now, which is that little league, not the little league, but it's a smaller league that, you know, we are getting interested in because, you know, Oakland has its loyalties. It really does. It was bad enough the Raiders, you know, kissed us off twice. Hi, Jen Wow. It's not Giants. No, so yeah, we're now like Giants people because we have only the Ballers, and I haven't figured out how to do that without like roasting my butt off, because it's like in a smaller field and stuff. So Um, just like, whoa, I'm trying to read these. Yes, so Jen Wow, one of my other moderators. Yeah, so actually a friend of mine is moving to Vegas. So, now I have double reasons, but for 2 years from now. So, before that, I'll have to we have to go, because I even told her when she said she was moving to Vegas that, oh, I can come and visit you and go protest while you're working. So, Prime guy here. Don't want to bug the Prime guy. So, I know, it was so cute when Natalie was asking, was that legal? Nice! So it just went in. And it's like, no, it's not legal to have two. Thank you, whoever put that there, because it was your real name. So for the $27 contribution. It's like, I don't say real names, so that's why it's like, yeah, you can do it under a real name. I do not use them. I grew up as a goth girl. Do you know how many people don't use their real names in the goth world? Especially when they're in their 20s, you know, Demento and Lars and, oh God, any vampire name, a guy's gonna like take him up with it. So, I know. Sarmenta said Oakland needs to be careful or their airport and port will move to Vegas too. At least we don't have to worry about our port, because, you know, it's the third largest one in the country. So, as we know, because we watch the channel creators go by at least maybe once a year, maybe more, because they have to dig it out because it's an estuary. It's not a real bay. So, and we get the super cruisers, which are really cool to watch when they turn around, because they turn around near the naval base. So, yeah, Oakland is trying to rename its airport. I wish we could ask the future president to do that, but that is so minor that, you know, I would love to be able, you got to do this and you got to do that. Look, the Scientology is coming, and she put on her glasses and she stopped for a second to see where I was. So, and now she's trying to cross the street against the light, and she is crossing the street against the light. So we'll see where she goes, or what she does. I'll just stand in front and see where she goes. She has no jewelry on either. I'm sorry. You know, you can come out to the real world and enjoy yourself. Say you like cooties and you like to live with cooties, and you have none of your jewelry on. I wonder why. There's no pins on her at all. It's like, are they coming? If you ask me, if she's not wearing any jewelry, that makes her more obvious that she's Sea Org. So, I love the sunglasses though. She didn't have them on when she first started walking. Maybe because she was in the shade. Good. I hope SF does threaten to sue. Because, no, I don't want to name that either. I want my airport to be named what it was. Actually, it was named after a mayor. But it was Oakland International, because FedEx uses them now, but they used to do like one flight internationally all the time. So I have always loved my airport. Of course, I got spoiled at SFO, and now Papa Cat flies out of Oakland. Like, why? But yeah, no. I hopefully just, you know, just like crowd, just by the fact that, you know, that's going on, that they'll just start changing back to it. One of ours, I think the airport was named after our blind mayor. We had a blind mayor before it was cool. He's like 20, 30 years ago. And we had at least one thing named after him. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? You know, you can come outside anytime you want to and talk to your friends and family, and they won't spurn you because they probably miss you. Do you ever think like that? Freaks? Yes, I can't be mean anymore. I don't know how. It's just doesn't work. So now we're back to, you guys are really pathetic. That's a shame. I figure if I'm not giggling through a stream, then I'm doing it wrong. So I know it's. I am just so. I keep reading you're threatening to sue about the airport name change. It's like, oh my God, really? Yeah. See, I know we've always picked up that weird thing about that weird. Where can you go? Oakland picks it up, so they can go probably someplace like Gambon or something. You know, it's the one weird place where they can go. But that's always been the cool thing about having our airport, was that, and it's, I think it's like a Southwest Maine thing or something. Somebody goes there. Don't even want to know what that means. I Sacrame? Who's Sacrame? Oh, we've got oh yeah, the thumbnail. The thumbnail is a KGO helicopter, which is our, one of our trafficopters around here, the 3-letter AM stations. I don't know what they do now. But also it was a very famous traffic person. Wound up dying because she crashed the helicopter. And I'm surprised we don't have more things named after her, because she was like awesome. Actually, the airport that she flew out of might be named after her, because it's a little bitty airport in like Tiburon. So, yes, Jen knows the score to put the links down. So yeah, no, I can't remember how we got the KGO helicopter. He likes planes, so we have a few planes, moose, the squirrels. I actually found a happy anniversary card in my pile of stuff I need to scan. That is a bride and groom squirrels from my mother-in-law. Scottish. She had the great weird sense of humor. It comes out of nowhere, and it's like, where do you find something like that? So yeah, and since we've been, you know, it's are the Arizors cool? I've never, I forget more than I remember now, and I don't think I've watched anything about them. So yeah, because the squirrel thing is the mascot of the club that he DJs too. So that's why we've had squirrels forever. And the moose thing, I can't remember how the moose thing started, but it was Papa Cat's moose thing, and my mother loved the idea. So she even gave us like Moose Munch, which is from, I can't remember who it is, but even gave us like big canisters of Moose Munch. And so it's like, that's why it's funny that Fuzz is such a moose person. It's like, well, that was, you know, coincidence made for everything, wasn't it? So that's why it's like, well, we have a ton of moose. We have a 3-foot moose in my craft room. He's sitting at my desk right now. So yeah, Hello Kitty, squirrels and moose. And Papa Cat is such a dear heart, letting me invade the HK everywhere. And yes, I'm the weirdo HK girl because I have her on my arm. And it was done by a famous tattoo artist who I've known since we were early 20s. And it took me 20 years to ask him if he would do Hello Kitty on my arm. And he was like, of course I will. It was like, oh, I forgot. It doesn't have to be super fancy because we've known each other forever. So yeah, I'm sure he does like devils and sleeves and stuff like that. And what do I have from him? HK head, a David Bowie tattoo, and Charming Kitties, which is HK's board. I guess it's the easiest way to put it. Bows on my wrists. So that's it. I'm going to get a Super Mario Brothers thing because there's a story attached to that. One of these days when I get it, I'll show you. I think that's it. So yeah, and they're like an inside arm, so you can't tell. But it used to be the good old days when somebody see that, they go, wow, is that your first tattoo? I'd be like, yeah, and that's really really painful. Oh, it is? Ah. El Sarmento is born and bred in the Azores, but I lived here in the Bay Area more than half my life. Yeah. Oh, the moose might be an Alaska thing? Well, my mother really propped it up too because she loved the idea. We took a cruise to Alaska in 2008 because it was like, there's no way I'm going someplace where it's hot. Hi, I am Rob. Because, you know, all those cruises that go in the opposite direction. I hadn't been to Alaska yet, and my uncle used to live there, and he passed away. And my mom loved the whole thought of Alaska, and so it was just like, we went on an Alaska cruise, and it was really fun. That and the Northern Lights. We didn't get any Northern Lights. It looked like there was it looked like San Francisco was on the other side of a hill. And it was like, no, well, that can't be, you know, a city light because there's no city there. So that was our version of the Northern Lights, just this dull fog look. We were just like, okay. So don't you wish you were out here going to meet your friends? It is Friday, you know, and it's almost 2:30, so you can get ready to like pretend you're working for an hour or two and then go meet your friends somewhere at a cafe and hang out. But unfortunately you can't do that because you have to make money for the Lord of Lord God King Boo-Boo. So you can't be happy in there and enjoying yourselves when you have to be, you know, monitored and your brain scanned, basically make sure that the brainwashing worked, and to, you know, rat out all of your compatriots. That can't be a good thing. You should come out here where the world is interesting, but it's not as mean as it is in there if you know the right people, and you won't die, but you won't get any money back. That's the only thing. They'll try to tell you to give them money for stuff you should have just exchanged straight around, which would be your courses for the work you do, but they don't seem to work that way. They just want all their money. That's a shame. And then you guys are getting Boo-Foo ready to go to, God, where would he go to? LA. Oh, so that would actually make sense. If he's getting prepared up here, because it's really easy to come up here from LA, and then he goes to LA, that would make sense. Because it makes no sense why you have him here as a skateboard guy, except for the fact that he ghosted all of his employees and friends, or quote unquote friends and supporters. So they're not amused about that. I'm sorry, dead air, because I'm like, once you leave Anchorage, Alaska is a feast for the eyes. Oh, okay, now I get it. I couldn't get it at first. I was like, but if you're leaving Anchorage, the rest, okay, now I get it. Yes, I know, Alaska is beautiful, but I'm not a hiking person anymore. You know, all that outdoor stuff I learned how to not appreciate anymore because of being a goth girl. So, yeah, because there are beautiful places around here. I want to see the tarantulas like migrate in October on, Mount Diablo. See, we even got something named after the devil here. And they're still here. These guys need to leave, you know, because we'll worship Satan or something. But yes, go look up the big tarantula migration on Mount Diablo. Oh, okay. The one thing about live streaming. Oh, you went away? I didn't see. I am probably going to watch you and Mindy tonight. So I'm thinking about going upstairs for Papa Cat's Twitch. And, you know, put her around in the craft room so I can move the cameras. When he does his Twitch, we try to keep cameras on the girls because people like Snowball, actually. They like Birdie. It seems to be that on YouTube, Abby, the orange tabby girl, gets more attention, which is really weird because, you know, Bird looks like, you know, a superstar, and, you know, the quote-unquote ugly girl gets more attention because she's a girl. We don't make orange tabby girls in the world. So she is my mini-me, though. she totally acts like me. she is a spoiled little munchkin. But yeah, Abs likes me better. The superstar likes him better, which is fine. Except when she wants tummy rubs, because then it's, oh, I like anybody. But I have to brush her. I have to brush her every day now, bummer. Oh, look! What is this seaplane doing? Where is it? Am I zoomed in again? Oh, see? Little bitty seaplane. I thought I saw one the other day. It was really weird. It was like, what is this seaplane doing around here? I mean, we usually don't do that, so I don't know. The only seaplane we really had here was Howard Hughes. We had the gray goose, golden goose, water goose. We had that big old goofy plane here. That's the second day in a row, where the VW, that sounds like a VW, or what a VW is supposed to sound like. And classic one too, even though you can't tell the year for like centuries. Yeah, I wanted one of the new ones back then, you know, in the aughts. I can't remember. My BFF, one of my BFFs had one, and we drove it back to her parents in Utah before she took off for Europe. So, and the goofiest thing, this is how vapid I am sometimes. Didn't even realize that there was cruise control on the new one. And since she is one of my BFFs, she knows that when she realized I wasn't on cruise control, to keep her mouth shut. So it was like, when we got to her parents' house, it was like, you know, the car had cruise control, and I'm like, oh, didn't even think about that, because I usually don't use it because I'm always stuck in traffic. So yeah, I even teased Papa Cat when he started using it on the new on the other car, and he's like, "Hon, that's what you're supposed to be doing." And I'm like, "Shut up!" It's the only thing I bang rocks into each other about is cruise control. It's so weird. Oh yeah, no. Birdie, the New York snowball, that's why I call her snowballs, because she's brown and white, will throw herself on the Hello Kitty rug for rubs, for belly rubs, like crazy, between us when we're talking. So it's like, yeah, nobody, she doesn't, if it's about the belly rubs and it shows how much they love you, oh, she loves us a lot. The only fun thing about, or one of the fun things about Abby, the orange tabby, is that she will change sides. So I can actually, last night I gave her a brush on both sides of her body, which was really nice. Okay, Linner. Oh, okay, Suki, have fun. Go have fun in the woods. Since you live in a beautiful spot. There are beautiful spots still in Oakland or in California that have not burned down. So, yes, go have fun with Linner. Meow meow. I still don't have my dog though. You live in a ritzier place. They should be like passing them out already. So mean. Yeah, it actually depends on when you moved to where she lives, because the Santa Cruz Mountains, at one time it was very easy to live there because of hippies. So she does act like a dog sometimes. She actually has been sitting at the balcony door screens, because we got door screens, and she sits there and listens to everybody. She used to run into the closet when she was younger. And I have, like, the picture yesterday was her in the closet. And there's a whole, like, section of my closet I don't use because Her Highness lays there. But now her latest thing is sitting there in the balcony staring at, the joke is she's staring down the children that are making noise. So, I don't think you can copyright that because I don't understand what language that is in. So, it's like, I hope you can't, but, you know, it's obviously Uh, was it? I can't remember the name of it. Oh my God. We used to tease my aunt when she'd play music like that. On my bio dad's side because he was adopted. And oh, look. Zoom in. Where'd it go? He's talking. He's a Scientology. And they caught me. But they're not going anywhere. Who is? Oh, it's a chick. And she's got a baby. We'll stay right here then. So they're pointing at me to go, look, evil is right there. Tell evil to go away. So, you know she's going to explode into evil. Oh, it's not a baby. It's just a wagon. Maybe it's used as a walker. You know, usually when people break their legs, they use the most interesting things as walkers, because I'm sure one of those knee walkers costs a fortune. Because I looked at, I know stair climbers are crazy still after all these years. There was actually one in a 50s movie. Oh God, what was it? Marlene Dietrich. Witness for the prosecution. Yeah, the main lawyer had a stair lift because he had a heart attack, and it was a real stair lift. So they've had them since the 50s, and they still charge $1 million for them. So I wonder what they're waiting for. She obviously knows I'm doing her because her arms are crossed. Want to watch him go inside? Should we do that? Oops. Oh, it's not going to be fun. Okay, maybe I can... Come on. Oh, now they're leaving. Or now they're not. Or... What the heck? Oh, don't tell me they're trying to get another homeless person to mess with me. God, I wish I knew how much they paid them. See, this is why I need memberships. Even at the lowest level. So I can, bribe the people who are bribed to bother me. And then hopefully they could take advantage of these people. Or these people could take advantage of them and then go back to them and go, she just paid me blah, blah, blah. What are you going to pay me? They're dumb enough to pay her more, to pay that person more. So... it's like, I don't like this when they do that crap. But what do you expect from them, right? Trying to keep the camera connected. Because I just want to see... Oh, well. I wanted to see if it was, taking advantage of a person that needs money. So... yeah, I hope so. Well, no, I'm still at 25. 100. So, it's like, yeah, no, it would be nice to be able to do things like that, Like, tip the DoorDash guys. I don't do that anymore because it costs, it was getting expensive, Help the homeless people out if they start harassing me and just going, here, I'll give you more. Stuff like that, since, but yeah, stuff like that sticks in my head and stuff like that I do, and then I realize I'm spending a little too much. So I haven't done the bidding wars with the homeless people yet. But nobody gets really close. The only person who got close was the guy yesterday who put his hand, who was like doing the I'm flying thing and just flew his hand over my head. So let's see if they're coming over here. But yeah, I don't think he's here. I don't see his car. Unless it gave him a reason to get a new car. Because that car was like a Volkswagen GTI or something. And there's something really fancy about to come down the street. Yeah, I seriously wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden you see him in the sports car. Oh, I thought it turned. Maybe it did turn, it just saw me. I think it was like a little BMW or a Jaguar. It was a very fancy little sports car. I wouldn't put it past him, Now they know my car. And now she knows my car. It's like, but is he willing to give up his 2 license plates? Because I swear to God, he's using that for LastPass. So. Oh. Bummer. Do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? I'm sure they miss you. I've given up trying to be mean because it's just not my nature. Now I'm just going to try to get you all out of the org again. So, and one of the people you guys gave the personality test to, and I did not send them in. They just, when they go to places, they go into and get the check to see how different they are. But they're kids. They said you could hear me very well. So it's like, this has not got to be fun because I am echoing through the cupola. I wonder what it's called. It's spelled like cupola. I should look it up. I should look up the correct pronunciation because I think it's like with the gilded top thing. It's a cupola. I read too many books when I was growing up. Why is it blue? Oh! Okay, excuse me while I do this. It looks like... I can't get... There we go. Looks like my camera is dirty. So I hope you guys didn't have to put up with that all the time. Because, yeah, my hands are so little, I'd have to stretch across the cameras all the time. So it looks like it's clean. Now it's just regular old... I don't have a filter on it, and they're going to probably try to sell me something. I'm so tired of, well, the commercial agent's been here since forever. So, what are you doing there all day? I mean, I know it's only Monday through Friday because the weekend crew comes in, and they seem to be the ones who have to handle all the children now. Since you guys hide from me on Sundays. You know, actually tell you guys, you know, Papa Cat said that I could just pretty much go on every day if I want to, and so because I said that Tuesdays, you know, me being off on Tuesdays, they did a lot of things on Tuesday, so Tuesday's not even going to be my real like relax day anymore, so I'll just schedule it around things I'm doing. So I know that August 20th I'm having lunch with somebody. Is that what happens when you get older? You have to, when you schedule something, you have to like, I'm scheduling once a month with this person. So, but yeah, scheduling gets interesting. So, Kupala. Someone doesn't know that that's actually, you know, they look at the hand that's really near them and they don't realize, okay. I was having problems with my prescriptions because now I have to take different ones because, you know, now I'm just a middle-aged old lady. And see, now that's there, and if you look right over here, I was trying to explain a little bit. You look over here, there's a red light. So you see the hand, or you see the person walking across the street guy, you know, and then you see the red light and it confuses people. So it's like people seem to, lately, because there are probably more rabbits driving around, tourists, they get confused. So that's why you hear the horns in the backgrounds, because people are like, come on dude, no, you're supposed to be going. Kupala. I probably said it correctly most of my life. I know the brain fog just takes a lot of my words that I know correctly how to pronounce and has thrown them to the side. It's very weird. So like the aunt versus aunt thing, I've pronounced it aunt forever, and I started pronouncing it aunt again when my aunt passed away. So because I was taught how to say it correctly in speech class, so it's programmed at 7 on that one. Koopa. See, anyway, I'm just a middle-aged old lady who doesn't know any better. So don't you want to be out here enjoying yourself, not thinking that everybody that comes near you is a Satan devil? Wouldn't you rather be doing something that's more important to yourself, like life, being knowledgeable? You'll be enlightened a lot more outside than you will be in there, because they don't want to enlighten you. They want to deflate you. So all you do is answer their requests and make more money for them, because, you know, Davey wants as much money as he can possibly get, because he's obviously not under the same morals that LRH was. LRH was happy with his club, and Davey seems to want to have more money than God. But you guys don't believe in God. Okay, more money than a higher deity. Actually, more money than a Buddha. Because didn't LRH say he was a Buddha or something? You know, cultural appropriation is nothing back then. Just wondering, freaks. Yes, I've given up being mean. I don't like it. It doesn't make me happy. So I'm now going to start throwing information at them again. Or whatever I can. Sins of Scientology, I think I'll probably hang out there because I could just put my earphones on and then go do stuff. So there's no TV to, watch. So hopefully there's a guy over there. Hopefully it's just Uber. I've been having like at least one person a day sort of watching me from across the street. And the ones I thought were watching me were in Uber, and the ones I thought were Uber were actually watching me. So I am completely and utterly misguided on a regular basis. But that's San Francisco. There's so much stuff happening in San Francisco. You can't tell when you've got it correct until it's too late. So I haven't had my police drive by today. They're not calling them on me anymore? I can't believe that. I have my drive-by at least once a day. So yesterday's drive-by, he didn't even look at me. So usually they all look at me and I've waved. So, hey, what the hell? So yeah, I've also figured out that Natalie will play a Cairo piece. So if I'm going to send her a Cairo piece, I have to make sure it counts. I don't want to inundate her with stupid stuff. So, yeah, the 2 license plate thing was awesome. Because, yeah, I had been gaslighted, I guess, until he came back with 2 different license plates because the car would be parked in different directions. Right? You even go back to the old streams. It's like, oh, well, this is the other car because it has an 8 plate on it. I figured the 5 plate would be his because he might have had the car forever. Because we do it in numerals here. So it was just like, oh, it's the other car. No, it's the same car. You were right. You just, it's like, oh, thank you. Thank you for gaslighting me. Could have went freaking nuts by having 2 different, cars. So, yeah, I'm not stupid. I'm just daft. I don't pay attention to my surroundings very well, which is a lie because I do when it comes up to the urban scene. I just don't pay attention when it's minor, I guess. Who knows? I don't even know myself. So, do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family who are not in Scientology? You're lucky you have family that are not in Scientology. Wouldn't you like to get out and experience life instead of having to go through all these rules? All these rules are to control you, not to enlighten you. So all the rules you have to deal with, which also includes not talking about your Scientology to somebody else. So, which I think is a bad practice because you guys probably would have been a lot closer if you could talk about it. Not now, of course, because it's been way too long since it started. So it's like now now that it is a suspicious organization, now you can't talk and get yourselves all together because you're too afraid to talk to each other because of the knowledge reports. Sorry, knowledge is power. That's why they don't want you to know anything. That's why they fill out knowledge reports against you. That's why you don't trust anybody and nobody trusts you. It's not a good idea. You should be coming out into the real world and experiencing life for real. A suitcase sounds just like a skateboard. Yesterday there was a piece of luggage that sounded like a skateboard too, and I always just start smiling. It's like, they were probably wondering, who's the weird woman with the camera who's smiling at me. So yeah, I'm one of Stephen King's weird characters. So, but not from the regular horror books, from like The Stand. So Oh yes, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I have my days, but sometimes, well, every day there's at least one thing interesting in it. And I'm a good distraction, and I think since I'm not mean, I'm trying to be like Harry Ann, who makes her space very comfortable. I would like to make my space during the day very comfortable. So at least you can take a break from everything or watch it later on. I think that was a fender bumper rear end runaway. Or somebody's mad at each other. Very weird. So yeah, no, in a perfect world, if you're a replay crew, you would watch Carrie Ann and me. Because she's got the big cat. You know, because Papa's awesome big cat. And then the Galaxy, Orion, he's the adorable dachshund with long hair. He's a hippie dachshund. And I just want to grab his snout. I'm such a snout freak. That's why I can't get a pug. And I can't believe I want a King Charles Cavalier, because they don't really have snouts. I would love to have a Husky or a German Shepherd, but I've got 3 floors. So, no, those are the, I call them the ghosts. Because one door is in lockdown, the wind is coming through the other door, and it's a straight line. So it's the wind currents that are making the doors move and making the shears move. That's why I call it the ghosts. So it's probably another reason they have the back door locked, is because the wind, because they're in a wind and tunnel here. Columbus is straight to the marina, so, or at least to Ghirardelli Square, which is on the bay. So that's why it could be 90 out here, but it could be 80 on the other side of the building. So yeah, no, and I call them the ghosts, because they are definitely the ones that peel back the shears. I thought they were doing that so I would see the video and they can call copyright, but you can't see the video from where they do it. So see, it's happening right now. It's like, that is the ghosts, or the wind that's doing that. That's one of those really cool things. And they definitely can't lock any of these doors down. They will get in trouble. I don't know how they're getting away with the other one. I guess make another complaint, or just keep pounding on the city fire department, because it's totally illegal to have that door locked, because there are only 2 exits on this floor. So if they wanted to keep the door locked forever, they'd have to make it look like a wall. So that's that for slightly useless information. Well, yeah, soda at home would be really cool. You swore you said, well, okay, sometimes there might be a hand. I've seen a body, you know, through the shears, and I don't know why. But usually they don't have to pull, unless they don't have internet access, because I assume one person is watching me here. So that's why they don't have to keep watching me. The hand also may mean that somebody's coming, and they're wanting to watch out for that person, so they can say, don't go in that door. So maybe if we're lucky, it'll be this org's Bufu. That would be nice. So, because like I said, I don't see his car, and I'm sure they give him enough money to park in the parking lot, which is at least $20. Yeah, when I first started coming here, I was parking in parking lots, and it was like, wow. So yeah, I would assume, we all know, I just like saying the word, that maybe he's coming in there looking. So once in a while you will see a real hand. So yes, I can't wait for the day that I get to touch Soda. Oh my God, he is so beautiful and looks like a grumpy old man. It's just the Sorry, I thought I could have heard them with their speakers, but I think it's in a car. See, this is the thing. It's a long walk to that door, and it's like, so you can't like run to each door, especially at my age. So it's like, I always try to think, are they distracting me? Because I have gotten the distraction thing. It's been like, ah! And when Papa Cat's here, it's like, you stay here, I'm going up there. It's not a stream. It's like, what is he supposed to do? Yell they're here so I can run down here when I can't frickin' run? So, and I wonder if this Osa will hear this one. Osa, hey Osa, I've got one for you. See that, let's zoom in. See that black thing sticking out? That is the mat. Oh, no, it isn't. Where am I? Okay. The little bitty thing is a doormat. And with that doormat there, I can tell where that door is. So you might want to remove that doormat, unless the floor in there is marble. Because if the floor in there is marble, then you'd have to worry about people slipping. But that's how I can find that one. Hi, Robert James. I watched the video. Oh, one of your videos gave me a dream. It wasn't a nightmare, but it was hilarious. The one where Davey's like, quote unquote, singing. I had a dream that night that I was stuck in a Jane Austen novel. I've been watching Jane Austen all week, so I don't rewatch Gilded Age again. And like, Davey was singing, trying to get me out. And I was upset because then I'd have to join Scientology if he got me out. And that was totally because of your video. So you can say you give me semi-nightmares. It was just, when I woke up, I was like, okay, I'm here, good. That was just really weird. So yeah, no, that's how you can tell there's another door down there, because the foot doormat is there. So it's like, if it wasn't there, they put it there also probably to try to keep me from, like, at the time being in the middle of the doors, but it was still on private property, so I could still stand on it. But it shows me where the back door is. Oops. And oh, it's the tall one. It's the tall, skinny one who I thought was slightly hunching. Can we see her? Where'd she go? Oh, she's just really, she's got bobbed gray hair and is relatively thin. And at first I thought she was hunching because of too much niacin. And then I figured she was hunching because she wanted to blend in with people so I couldn't see her when she walked out. So that was funny, and I'm not repeating it. That's okay, Robert. It's just a weird one, because it was one of those ones where it's so real, but it's not real. And that's why when I woke up, I'm like, okay, I'm in bed. Okay. It's the first Scientology one I had too. So, you should get more people to watch it. Then they'll get Scientology dreams, and, then they'll have to come out here a lot more. Just one other person would be nice. So, yeah, I don't think Bufo's coming today. I haven't seen anything that looked like him. And like I said, there's at least one other guy here who has his, like, goatee mustache thing. And since he's, no offense, but since he's just a tall white guy, but at least I saw what the other one looked like, because the other one has the exact same facial hair, but he's shorter. So I've always relied on the fact that Cairo is thin, is athletic, so he's thin and tall, or looks tall because he's so freaking thin. So, it's like, maybe he's gaining weight because, he's not doing the skateboard thing anymore, and, they don't feed you a lot over in Clearwater. So that'd be funny if one day he walks right by me and it'll be like, oh my God, he's gained weight. So, I know, I'm just babbling, but it's Friday. Who cares? Don't you want to come out here? It's Friday. Do you know how many beer places we have around here? It's like they were all trying to get their little boutique breweries up. And so, you know, you could just check them all out if you're into that. I mean, it's not Portland, but from what I can see, it doesn't suck. So wouldn't you rather be doing that? Wouldn't you rather be out of there worried about, you know, what you're going to do tomorrow with your friends instead of thinking, what can I avoid or what chores can I do tomorrow because I've got to get them all in 2 days? Do you ever think like that? It's like when you're off, you're still on. Now I'm looking at every brand new car. Sorry, dead air. Yeah. Okay. It was like the back of his head looked the same because his hair is naturally wavy, but he sort of slicks it back now, I guess, to look like an adult. And so there was a new like Lexus with a guy in it, and I'm like, oh really? That had the same back of the head. Hi, the real Sassy Friends. Yes, we're doing fine. Ooh, thunder. I love thunder. Remember the stories about me and lightning? Yeah, we don't have that here a lot. So, yeah, because in the flatlands, we just don't have thunderstorms. Got to have my first real thunderstorm in Tennessee. That was fun. But still couldn't stand the humidity. Going to Tennessee in July is not fun. So, I'm not a big fan of the South, honestly. I mean, the weather. So, it's like, okay, it's a weird day. Oh, and I've noticed that ASL has a car that has that huge sunroof. When I noticed that, because I'm such a sunroof freak, all my cars have to have sunroofs. It was like, oh, he's got that car that has a big one. And it just reminded me because a Rogue had I think it's a Rogue that has a bigger than normal sunroof. So it's like, I would assume his new car, the kids must love it, you know, because usually the ones that have those sunroofs are safe cars. So it's like, this is your YouTube dollars at work. And it's like, yeah, people do this. Yeah, people like clicks and stuff. And yeah, I mean, we should get compensated for what we do. It's not bad to make money. It's like the ones who say that it's bad to make money are usually the ones who are making the most. So having to quantify why we're doing this, I started doing this because of Jim Jones. I kept doing this because I thought it was making a difference. I would like to be monetized because I would like to pay for coming here and things like tips. If I get more popular, hell yeah. But it's like, it's not a bad thing to do. I love those people who try to make you feel guilty because you're doing something that may make you money. You had a tornado? Wow. See how easily I get distracted. I'm trying to be serious and I'm like, a tornado? Wow, Robert James, you had a tornado. I've seen enough videos nowadays. It's like, I would probably not know it's a tornado and, you know, a little one until it was on me. It's so much fun. So it's Friday. What are you doing this weekend? Are you going to hang out with your friends at the marina and make fun of people with their dogs or playing pickleball? I think there's a pickleball court in the Embarcadero where the fountain is. The famous fountain that lots and lots of years ago Bono spray painted. And since it was a piece of art fountain and not just a fountain, people lost their minds. So I guess you can't give a free concert if you're going to spray paint a landmark. But wouldn't you rather be figuring out where that is and hanging out at the Ferry Building, not proselytizing like the people I had to follow because I didn't want them to try to get other people in your cult, which is very well known. And I've we should figure out what the Pantone number of that, the vests are. Because when the guy came back, the tall one, to stand over me and tell me I'm a racist, I think. Or don't follow me, you're stalking me or whatever. And I said, no, I just want to know the Pantone color of your vest. It's like I forgot to get that color. But I'm colorblind, so somebody has to do it anyway. Well, yeah, it's like Papa Cat's cookies are $4. And Postscript, I mean, these are bougie places, and I like to keep in touch with them. Even though I haven't been to the donut place in ages. It's up a couple of blocks. That was my, sort of like, I guess, a comfort thought, I guess you could say. When the delis that I go through, they know me and I'm nice to them, stuff like that. The donut place has a great croissant and a donut. And it's a place where older Chinese guys hang out and talk and chat and, you know, avoid smoking when I'm there. And my joke was, if I ever called out, you know, like help or something, that this whole store of little Chinese old men would come running down because, you know, they've all taken karate or they've all taken some kind of martial art when they were younger, and they were all like neat guys when they were younger, so they all come down here to take care of the Scientology people. And you wouldn't expect it because they're a bunch of old Chinese guys, but it's like, are you kidding? It'd be so much fun. But yeah, that was like the comfort thought in my head of, if something ever happened, I'd have the donut army coming to defend me. So that's what you get when you grow up in Oakland around 1 million people that don't have a saturation point. So all the people I grew up with, it's like, I'm surprised I don't speak 5 different languages, because, you know, when you're at a friend's house, their mothers and grandparents only speak the language they speak. They don't speak English around you. And if they do, it's when they've known you long enough. A friend of mine's mom would bring wonton to my parents, which was awesome. I think she brought fried rice too, but that's the way. Okay, that's interesting. That's Suburban and that Tahoe. The Suburban turned on their emergency lights. So there was something political in that car? I never thought about that. Interesting. You know, the blue, red ones that they use for the presidents or probably the governors now or stuff. Carrie's Dash Magnet? No, I haven't watched it yet. I keep forgetting. It's like, this is one of the problems with the brain fog, is like being distracted by accident, and then 5 hours later you're like, oh crap, why didn't I do that? And it's bedtime. I've been trying to keep a bedtime schedule, because otherwise we're both I'll see your Dash Magnet. It's like, you should text me later and remind me. Have you watched my videos? But yeah, no, I've been trying to get us a normal time to go, or a normal time for us to go to bed, because since we're goth freaks, give us a week off of Papa Cat's vacation, and we're going to bed at 4. So yeah, so you should make a clip of just that, the Dash Magnet. Yeah, it's like, yeah, put stuff, make clips that are fun so Carrie Ann can get people to watch the shorts, because the shorts are also like a big deal with YouTube. So that's why I was shocked that more people watched Abby than they watched Ladybird. So because Ladybird's the fancy cat, but they watch Abby because she's the tabby. So yeah, it's like, we're not young. We don't know what the kids like. And I like adjusted it yesterday, and anything under 30 is a kid to me. So, oh, so let's see. So where's Leonard God King Bufu? Where's Aaron? Now that it's been exposed that his car has 2 license plates on it. Oh, we're all running away now. We all have to go in the back so you don't listen to me. One of the curtains is like permanently askew, so now I can see people walking towards the back. So we don't want to listen to me, so we're walking towards the back now. Ooh, do I see somebody? Can't tell. The glare is just enough that I could see somebody walking back, but I can't see anybody sitting. So I know you're not supposed to pay attention to me because, you know, I'm evil. Which is really weird because if you don't believe in evil, how can you be evil? And I don't believe in the devil. I don't believe in evil. And, you know, I believe in the flying monkeys because I've seen them, you know, on television. But, you know, I guess the Wicked Witch, but she's gone. And so I don't understand how we can be evil. It's just a question. I mean, you know, logically it doesn't make any sense, especially with someone who doesn't believe in the devil. How can I be one? Do you have an answer? I'm surprised nobody's just come out here and yell at me because, you know, supposedly I'm the devil. I'm evil. And I need to be destroyed, right? Because evil's not good in this world. No, I'm just a suppressive person, that's all. Nothing new, nothing exciting. Just someone who wants to get the message out that you guys are in a cult and it's not healthy for you to be in there, much less trying to proselytize out here. So, just an FYI. Okay, I'm at 106. I need to get back on the freeway because even the traffic sucked coming in today, and it's Friday. So maybe Friday I'll take a day off when I want to. How about that? Oh, I just looked at the cafe and there's like a line and a bunch of people, and I'm like, holy crap, what the hell do they have? The tarts they have are really good. I think I'll walk up to the donut place though. Even though they never have my croissants. Oh, and I won't crash out anymore. I got Triscuits in my my purse now. My mother used to carry Cheerios. Now I've got Triscuits. Dill and something. They're really weird when you first taste them, but after that they're really good. So yes, hugs to everybody. Everybody have a great Friday. Don't drive if you are not able to drive. Don't do any bad things. Do good things and think good thoughts. Isn't that just like so fluffball? But it's the way I work. I'm just a fluffball. So that's the thing. It's like, that's why he likes the supermodel, because it reminds him of me and the tabby reminds me of him. So, and since we're weirdos who still do this, you know, love each other, we think it's funny. So, no moose and squirrel yet. Let's go to Dusty. Tell him I sent you. It'll be fun. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Ciao, Bellas.